It's me, just Jerry.
I love you, and I miss you.
The only YouTuber who can say he loves betting, especially on the Patriots.
Oh my.
But speaking of losing, it seems like we as people lost the plot for love. Love, especially when talking about it on the internet, is a very slippery slope. I've been on YouTube for years and have seen multitude of couples come and make a home here. Some have grown into beautiful families.
Congratulations!
Some have fortunately broke up, but with the new age of content creation, it seems as if love is even more non-existent. I don't want this to come across as a 40-year-old man using YouTubers to illustrate his mental state after divorcing his ex-wife. I instead want to focus on how love is perceived through content creators. So whether you believe in them being real or performative, it appears that love, at least internet-wise, is dead, or at the least, very questionable. But before I get into a yap session explaining why online relationships never work, let's get one definition out the way because what is love? When you look up love, it's defined as an intense feeling of deep affection. But like other emotions, words can't really describe the weight that the word love really holds. So instead, think about those good childhood moments like your parents hugging you. Or, if you're fatherless, think about that feeling you get when NBA YoungBoy drops.
Nigga, what?
That warm feeling coming from your chest? Yeah, that's called love. It's one of those feelings that everyone shares, yet it's personal to each and everybody. But nowadays, the word, or better yet, the feeling of love just doesn't hold the same value as it did with previous generations. To get back on the content side, when YouTube was becoming more mainstream, we obviously saw the rise in couple channels. It only made sense given that early 2010s YouTube was not made for, I guess, family content. But it was obvious from the start that this form of content was just great for growth because people, whether young or old, do enjoy watching content revolved around love/family. For some, it was to experience that giggly wiggly feeling. Some were there for just the vibes, but it's simple. Couple channels were enjoyable. Obviously, this isn't breaking news. If you've ever watched TV during that era, you'd know it was all about tugging at the heartstrings. Poor kids in Africa, starving dogs, Oprah, but I'm getting off track. People love love, and now instead of going out looking for the hoes to start a family with, I can instead just watch Marcia and PewDiePie or Dwayne and Jazz, because they seem to be like real couples that just happen to have a camera on them. But why would I single them out? There are millions of channels that are just like them, but they're being excluded. Is there any reason why I didn't mention a Fredo and Jasmine or Ludwig and Cutie? Well, outside of hating both of these couples, it's just performative.
Jack, there's a boat. Jack.
Picture this, you come home, rose petals and the rose on the bed just waiting for you. But instead of seeing just your partner, it's the stream, and the clips, and the VOD. It's everyone. In 2026, love is purely done for performative reasons, and I can't see it any other way. Weirdly enough, to bring up a recent event, some breaking news for the unemployed was dropped on the TL, and it was announced that Jason and Sakura broke up. We're not gonna get into the meat and potatoes about their whole relationship, but I bring these two up because they were one of the most recent couples to pop out. And when I say pop out, I mean any clip with those two were constantly in my YouTube shorts. W Jokera type shit. It's not rare for couples to not work out. I'm only 46 years young and I've been divorced 5 times.
What are we talking about?
Some people just mutually agreed that they both grew out of each other.
Cap.
Or they both stopped being attracted to each other.
Cap.
Maybe even better off as friends.
Cap.
So what if those clips before made them look like a W couple? Look at them now. Sure, Jason might cry looking at these edits, but for us as viewers, it's just cringe.
Ew!
And that's sort of the worst part as a content couple or couple channel. The content just ages like poorly imported milk. Whether it's you describing men that look nothing like your current boyfriend or cheating on your girl while being in debt, one looking through a different lens, it's pretty cut and dry to see that this shit is all for views, money, and or clout. Content creation is their bread and butter, so they'll do whatever they can to get people to click on that video. Click to see if we're actually breaking up, or click to see if her new man has a curve.
Nigga, what?
It doesn't matter. The content does. Because at the end of the day, you've seen their ups and downs, their children being born, the first dirty Q&A, you know, we have bonded.
I beg your pardon.
And that's where my final reason comes in, and that's...
You go. Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
The act of being parasocial online is like the flu. Everyone catches it sooner or later, and it's all different. With couple content, its dynamic needs people to bond with them. Yeah, we care about the rad Brad, but he's a grown-ass man that plays video games. But when I say I care about DDG, that means I have to care about Halo and Hallie and Woo Wop and whatever his brother's name is. These are my people, damn near my family. I've listened to every DDG album, I've watched The Little Mermaid, and I purposely don't listen to Brent Faiyaz because that's how tapped in I am. Take it as a joke, but that's some person's real thoughts, and that's a problem. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of these couples, but as long as you have a healthy boundary. But when your favorite light-skinned streamer pops out with his girl, which, might I say, I think he knew her body. He doesn't need to see his chat spam clips of her with multiple other streamers because that's not their role. My overall message for this video was focused on love between couple channels, so we'll stick with that program. However, family channels. But before I end the video, I do want to be clear. Although I'm poking fun at the fans for being weird, the creator holds that power, and to me, that's who I put most of the blame to. You can make videos and in some cases music based on how good your relationship's going, but when everything burns down, you're more than ready to cover that shit up. It's very pick and choosy, and to me, that's a little gay. If privacy is what you desire, then don't post your bitch or your hubby only when it's convenient, because that's rule 1 of the internet. Once it's up, then it's stuck.
I know that's right.
Although this is a more deeper topic, I think I speak for all of us when I say I have lockjaw. So tell me, subscriber, what do you think? Is there any hope to find love through the internet? Are couple channels performative, or is it all genuine? What's the best song that has the word love in it, and why is it How to Love by Lil Wayne? Let me know in the comments. Not about the Lil Wayne fact, but the video, and I don't know, I may find the courage to respond. But fret not, for I have free will, and so do you. And in conclusion,
she gon' call me bad boy. She gon' call me bad boy. She gon' call me bad boy. She gon' call me bad boy.
Oh, that shit was your idea. I didn't want no white man. I didn't want to be white. I wanted to be with you.
God, my boy say he's in the Aston doing donuts.
Hi.
Are you gonna tell me how you stopped the van?
Yeah. I had an adrenaline rush. It's very common. You can Google it.
This nigga doing the most.
Floridian.
This nigga doing the most, nigga.